Tobi, it's a pleasure to have you here. First of all, just sum up your day today training with the first team.
Tough. It was very intense. I think coach called it Terror Tuesdays, so chucked in at the deep end. But no, it was really good fun. Honoured to do it alongside my brothers and everyone, all the players, all the staff, really welcoming, made us feel at home, made us feel a part of the whole session. So yeah, we had a blast, man.
And you had a sort of a familiarity of some of the squad with the FIFA career mode that you've been playing. Tom Nichols, I think, was probably the star man. You got to meet him today. Just sort of looking at the levels between yourself, your brothers and the professional players, what did you sort of make of it?
They're a lot sharper, they're a lot fitter, and some of their technique is outrageous. But having said that, I think the way my brother described it earlier, it's like we got chucked in at the deep end, but we didn't drown. I wouldn't quite call it swimming, but you know, like my head was above the water, like floating. We survived is what I'm saying.
And out of you, Manny and Jed, who do you think maybe got on the best? Who do you think was maybe the most comfortable in that situation?
One of the other two, not me. Not me. I was absolutely blown. I haven't properly trained in months. I haven't played football since the charity match, in which I was still coming back from a hamstring injury. So, like, I was really, really unfit today. But I had fun trying to keep up with the others.
And we had a laugh earlier about when you met Corey Adai, the size of him. He's a big goalkeeper, and we're going to be doing some challenges against him later.
Yeah, he's been giving it a bit of this, so I might have to humble him a little bit, you know, show him the levels.
And we'll talk a little bit about what we're going to be doing sort of with the partnership with you and you coming in helping us out. Can you sort of discuss just what's been going on and what's happened before and after the Sidemen match?
No, before the Sidemen match, I think there was talk of you lot supporting, obviously putting a donation towards the good causes that we raise money for, and then in return, I guess we kind of done the PR stuff, coming down to train and hopefully coming down to support on Saturday in the FA Cup tie against Accrington Stanley. Yeah,
we know how important the FA Cup is. Obviously, we saw when we put the announcement out, people were sort of angry. Maybe some people were happy too about the importance of the FA Cup. Everyone thought that you were going to be starting up front. It's not the case, is it?
Can you imagine me starting up front in the FA Cup? No, I think even from before the news even came out, I did an interview and I said, like, I know the importance of the FA Cup as a football fan myself, growing up in England. I know how much it means to players and know how much it means to fans. So it wasn't ever something where I was going to come in and just, you know, like, waltz into the team. But yeah, I'm looking forward to supporting the boys on Saturday. Hopefully coming away with a W and going through to the next round. It'll be huge for them.
And hopefully it is a W, and hopefully we are through to the next round.
It will be a W.
Giant killings are something that Crawley have been very good at in recent years. We had a little chat about the fact that we've beaten Leeds, we've beaten Norwich. It'd be amazing to have your support this season and maybe get some of it again. Yeah,
no, for sure. Like, that's the beauty of the FA Cup, isn't it? You get those giant killings, you get the opportunity to see matchups that you wouldn't normally see in your week-to-week football. So yeah, I'm confident in the boys. Having seen them play today and the spirits they're in and the form they're in recently as well, like, I'm confident in them.
Yeah, was that something that you were really impressed with, just the mood of the camp? Did it have a happy atmosphere?
For a training session that intense, yes. In the rain as well, like, yeah, the spirits were really good. Everyone was like banding about, having jokes, and like I said, making myself and my brothers feel very welcome at the same time.
And you've come in obviously to a League 2 football club in Crawley Town. What was your sort of expectations coming in, and now that you've been to training and seen the stadium, was it sort of what you were looking at before?
I feel like it's what I expected. Like, I expected the level of technique and the level of fitness, but expecting it and seeing it in person are two different things. So it was a bit surreal to see it, like, actually at the pace and intensity that it was played at today in training.
Finally, we know that you and your brothers have got a lot of football experience, especially in Sunday League. Jed, of course, you mentioned, obviously had some trials when he was younger. Is there any potential at all for one of you three to feature in the future?
I don't know, that's completely up to you guys, but what I'd really like is for Jed, maybe even Manny, to get the opportunity to just train and learn stuff with you guys. I'm not trying to say try and get into the team, but just train alongside and maybe pick up a few things that maybe they could take back to Sunday League or Saturday semi-pro football, like whatever it is they can learn. Just the opportunity to learn is what they really want. So I'd love that for them. I'm 29, so I'm not really trying to play pro ball.
And finally, we saw you getting changed into your sort of custom Crawley kits. What do you make of it? Do you want to turn around?
I should have got a medium. But it doesn't look too bad.
Was that your choice?
Yeah, normally my number's 21, but I feel like someone already had that number, so I didn't want to take it. So I went with the year of my birth instead, and my brothers did that too. So Jed's got 98, Manny's got 96.
And in the YouTube world, sort of apart from you and your brothers, is there any YouTuber out there who you do think would have a chance at Crawley?
After the training session today, no. No, if they were willing to put in work, like my boy Simon Minter, he's got very, very good technique. Like, I would call it like pro level technique. Maybe not the consistency because he doesn't play ball as much, but if he was willing to put in some work, do some running, then he could have a chance. Theo Baker, decent. Chris MD, decent. But once again, it's like the consistency like that you'd need from them. If they trained regularly at this level, then maybe you could see something special from those guys.
We're really, really appreciative to have your support on Saturday. As you say, it's going to be a win, there's no doubt. And thank you very much for coming down, Tobi. Thanks.
Thank you for having me. It's an honour. Thank you a lot for bearing with me.
Putting up with him.
Yeah, putting up with me. Thank you. Sorry to disrupt.
Thank you very much.